The transatlantic war of words between Buckingham Palace and the Sussexes could take a new twist, with the Queen reportedly ordering officials to plan a legal fightback against the couple. Sources say the exasperated Queen, 95, has told palace officials to lawyer up with libel experts after repeated attacks on the royal family from the US-based Sussexes. It comes after Harry, 36, and wife Meghan Markle, 40, said in their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey that an unnamed royal had raised concerns over their son Archie's skin color before his birth. Days later, Buckingham Palace released a statement saying recollections may vary in response to allegations. But the row was reignited this week after it was revealed in a new chapter of their biography, Finding Freedom, that a source had accused the royals of failing to own their part in the fallout. Now sources close to the Queen have told The Sun that the feeling coming right from the top is that enough is enough. The source told the paper, "There is a limit to how much will be accepted and the Queen and royal family can only be pushed so far." Finding Freedom author Omid Scobie yesterday reignited the row over Meghan and Harry's decision to name their daughter Lilibet, after the Queen's childhood nickname, when he claimed it was actually proof of how close the couple are to the monarch. The name, he said, offered an insight into the close relationship the Sussexes and the Queen still share. Others, however, have taken a different view. Indeed, the question of whether or not the Queen had granted permission, as Harry suggested, sparked a transatlantic row. Palace sources insist the initial conversation between Harry and his grandmother about the name was a telling, not an asking. The BBC report first revealing that the Queen had not been asked for permission caused a furore. Scobie, who wrote about Harry and Meghan's departure from the royal family in Finding Freedom, also came under fire last week when a forthcoming excerpt from a revised edition of his book was published detailing the aftermath of the Oprah Winfrey interview. The Queen's statement that some recollections may vary led Harry and Meghan to believe senior royals had not taken accountability and full ownership of the claims, according to the forthcoming new edition. But Scobie quickly backtracked, saying that it was the institution of the monarchy, not the Queen personally, who bore the brunt of the Sussexes' displeasure, even though the statement was issued on behalf of Her Majesty. Yesterday, Scobie told Good Morning America, when it comes to that relationship with the Queen, it is as strong as ever. They have nothing but love for her. Of course, we saw them name their daughter after the Queen's very nickname. So that really gives us an insight into that close relationship. They are getting lawyered up. Harry and Meghan will be made aware and no repeated attacks will not be tolerated. One hurdle any legal team could face is the upcoming release of Prince Harry's tell-all memoirs. The book, due to be released next year, will be published by Penguin Random House. According to The Sun, a preemptive legal warning to the publishers is now being considered. The source told the paper, if someone were named in the book and accused of something directly that could be a libel and also infringe their rights to a private family life, it would be ironic if Harry and Meghan were accused of breaching privacy, given their pronouncements on the subject. It comes after lawyers for the Sussexes earlier this week denied that the couple had reignited a rift with the Queen after an updated biography claimed they believe she has failed to act over their accusations of racism. The new edition of Finding Freedom suggests sources close to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex said they were not surprised at a perceived lack of action over their claim that a senior royal expressed concern about their unborn child's skin color. It says they took exception to a carefully worded statement from the Queen, following their interview with Oprah Winfrey in March, in which she expressed concern for the couple but insisted that some recollections may vary. Days later, Prince William told reporters that the royals were very much not a racist family and admitted he was yet to speak to his estranged brother following the Oprah interview. Now, the updated edition of Finding Freedom has claimed that the Sussexes were far from happy at Buckingham Palace's official response. But their legal team at Shillings told Mail Online today that it was false and defamatory to claim the couple have reignited a rift with the Queen, or to suggest or imply that they have made any statements to that effect. Their lawyers insisted there were no new developments on the topic and that the claims were from the authors of the book, Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand, who do not speak for the Sussexes and rely on unnamed sources. Mr. Scobie also tried to clarify the situation, tweeting, "Back at this rodeo and, predictably, words are already being twisted." The comments made by a source, a detail some outlets have purposefully ignored, was about a lack of ownership from the royal institution as a whole. There's no attack against the Queen anywhere in the book. An excerpt from the new version of Finding Freedom due to be published in People magazine in the US states that the couple believe senior royals have not taken accountability, preventing a major thaw in relations. The extract reads, "Those three words, recollections may vary, did not go unnoticed by the couple, who a close source said were not surprised that full ownership was not taken." Months later and little accountability has been taken, a pal of Meghan's added. How can you move forward without that? The book now covers Harry's return to the UK in April for his grandfather Prince Philip's funeral and says he bought a one-way ticket as he hoped he might be able to speak to his family directly, without staff being involved. It claims Harry spoke to his brother Prince William 3 times in all during the visit, as well as briefly chatting to his father, Prince Charles, after the service. He also enjoyed precious moments with his grandmother, the Queen. The biography, which was a glowing portrait of the Sussexes by Mr. Scobie and Ms. Durand, first published in August 2020, concludes that the trip broke the ice and that the door to a rapprochement is now slightly ajar. Stating that Harry and Meghan have no regrets about their actions, despite the toll on their family, the book says, what started as a fairy tale romance became a story that reinvented the genre, a self-made, independent woman playing an equal role alongside her knight. The excerpt to be published in People also claims the couple felt nervous sitting down with chat show host Oprah but had decided that they needed to speak up now, or never. There were so many things they were unable to say, before stepping back from their royal roles, it reads. Although the Sussexes have insisted they did not operate directly with the book's authors, the level of detail, and claims by both the writers and publisher, HarperCollins, that they had access to the couple's close circle of friends and associates, has led some to claim that indirect help was provided. The book's authors have said, however, that Finding Freedom is independent and unauthorized and that the couple did not speak to them about it. The new version is set to be published on August 31st, the anniversary of Princess Diana's death. It contains an updated epilogue covering the Oprah interview, the death of Prince Philip, and the Sussexes' plans for the future.